Hey there YouTube, how are things going? I thought I'd give you an update today on Jealle, the buggy. We're going to go into details of the wiring harness and maybe a quick overview of the entire buggy itself, okay? I want to show you this stuff. So let's pan this around and just get this. The kit I am using is a painless wiring kit. This painless wiring kit is part number 50002. It is the street race car chassis street legal harness with switch panels. Okay, the bit pan down here, you get a neat little fuse block, nice fuse block. You get your switch panel right here. I got over here on the right hand side, you get lights and accessory on. To the left of the lights, you got water pump. You got fuel pump 1, fuel pump 2. And we'll come back to that later. I'm in the middle of actually installing, just installing this. I'm doing the starter and main fuse to the fuse block along with the wiring from the alternator to the starter. So that's the stuff I'm on right now, and that's what we're doing down here. Just mocking it up and getting it set up. It's wiring. It's not fun. It's not exciting. The one thing I had to do, first step, was you have to lay out the entire harness beside the vehicle, off to the side. I used the table that's sitting back here. This table had nothing on it. I laid it out on this table. I separated what's called the groups, zip tied them up, taped them up, labeled them, and made sure that I laid it out on the table in a way as it would go and be installed in the buggy, so that after it was done, I transferred it over. Next step was to mount the fuse block and start running wires. So that's what I'm doing. I ran the wires to the locations where they're going to go, and just start doing one wire at a time. Other than that, it's really not exciting at all. So with that being said, let's go and do a quick kind of a detailed overview of what this is. It's a 2-seat side-by-side design chassis, 106-inch wheelbase based on 40-inch tall tires. The chassis was engineered and designed by Trick Toys Fabrication and Design. He did a bare minimum rolling chassis and the suspension design, and he gave it back to me, and I had to do a lot of the detailed work, the details, the additional. Oh, it was just so much welding. We'll go into details of what I had to add and what I had to do. An example is I had to fabricate and build this entire section in here for the interior section. This was open. Anyways, so let's move on. Let's start with the engine. It is a 2.5 liter Jeep engine that came out of a 1993 Jeep YJ Wrangler multi-point fuel injected throttle body. Gen 1 OBD2, very reliable, very good engine. I went with this for reliability factor. They're super simple, basic, and easy. Behind that, we have bolted a 5-speed manual transmission out of a 2003 Jeep Wrangler, let me make sure I could get this right, Rubicon Edition, so it's an NV3550 transmission. That is basically rated for a half-ton truck with a V8. Behind that is a billet stack monster 3-speed transfer case, 3 speeds. Okay, it's all billet. It's competition level type stuff. Okay. So here's my transmission shifter. So over here for the transfer case, one of these is for front drive engagement, disengagement. Rear drive engagement, disengagement. I think that's rear. And this other stick is for high, low, and crawl, 3 speeds. This stick is the cutting brake for the rear axle. We'll get to the rear axle. But basically you push this forward, it locks up the tire on the left or driver's side. You pull it back, it'll lock up the tire on the passenger side. There's a reason for that, for cutting brakes. Quick turning. Axles, front axle is a high pinion Dana 60 out of a 1989 Ford F350 1 ton. Yes, a 1 ton axle. Go down here, 8 lug axle. Okay, it's a Detroit full locker, auto locker, full hydraulic steering system by the PSC steering system, dual-ended ram. The pump, the orbital valve for that is right there. The hydraulic pump for that is right there. And the reservoir for that focus is right there. I do have the radiator mount mocked up and built and done. Everything is done, by the way, to get this Jeep. You give me a team of 12 individuals, we could probably get this thing running in 2 days. I think non-stop, 24/7 until it runs. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's move on. We got to move on to the rear axle. Rear axle is a full float Dana 60 rear from a mid-70s, I don't know what, Ford something. I don't know what. What matters is I get the big bearings for the spindles. Those are big bearing units. It's very important. 4-wheel disc brakes all the way around. Rear axle is running a ARB air locker. There's the airline. Some of you will flame me that why do you have the airline coming out of this right here, the cover? Because you're supposed to have it coming out of the top of the case. Well, I couldn't do that due to the design right here, because that would be the area it goes. So I put it here. It's okay. It'll be fine. It'll work. Fuel cell is a 10-gallon Jazz Racing fuel cell. Aeromotive A1000 fuel pump. I have a Holley pickup map inside, which acts as the pre-filter, and it like absorbs and sucks up fuel and like holds it like a sponge. So with that being said, that's the overview. Okay, so okay, I can call it right there. Short video, just showing you what's going on. Please help me get this out. Like, subscribe, and please comment. I want to get comments. What do you all want to see? What am I doing that you want to see better? Please, constructive. Give it to me. I'll take it. I need it. I want it. Other than that, everyone have a great Thanksgiving with your loved ones and your families. I hope that everything goes great for you this holiday weekend. I hope everyone's doing great this holiday weekend and this holiday season. Watch out for your family members and your loved ones, okay? See you. Take care.